Hello everyone watching on YouTube, and welcome back to Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, a part of the Sly Collection. I have not played the Sly Cooper games in about 3 years, but they are among my favorites. You might, you may have noticed, I wanted to say may and might at the same time, and I just butchered it. You may have noticed, but on my character art, the Sly Cooper badge is there because I just grew up on these games, man. I grew up on the first 3 Sly Coopers. I know Sly 4, the 4th game that was headed by a different developer, is a little contentious on if people like that game or not, but I like the 4th game, not as much as the 2nd and 3rd, but I like the 4th game. I like all 4 games. I think they're all good. They've got their strengths and weaknesses, and I looked back at the channel, and it's been 3 years since my last playthrough. There are 2 other playthroughs on the channel of all the Sly Cooper games, because I love them, and I've played them on the channel twice, and now I'm going to be playing them on the channel a 3rd time because I can't resist. It's just been so long since I played them, and I'm playing this on my PlayStation 5 through the PlayStation Plus Premium package thing, whatever it's called. There was a sale on it where I renew my PS Plus every February, I think. And there was a sale where it was like, hey, dude, just spend $10 and you can have PS Premium whatever Ultimate Package until you need to renew in February, and then you'd have to, like, pay the full amount. And I was like, you know what? Let's see if I like it or not. Let's see if I like that the PS Plus Ultimate Package or whatever for, like, $10 for 3 months, and I'll see how I feel. And the Sly Cooper games are included on them. So it seems like the perfect excuse to me to play the games on the channel again. So we are, of course, going to start with Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, the first game in the franchise. I don't know how the audio balancing is going to be. I'm relying on chat to tell me if I need to turn it up or down. They said it was too loud at first and I turned it down, so we'll see if that holds or not. Oh, it's clockwork. Spooky owl. But for those of you who don't know Sly Cooper, the franchise, it is a series of PS2 games from back in the mid-2000s. I think the first one came out in like 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. And then the second and third game came out like somewhere in that 2003 to 2006 era. They didn't make a 4th one. It got picked up by another company. It's Sucker Punch made the first 3. Sanzaru Games ended up picking up the Sly Cooper like license or whatever. I don't know, but whatever allowed them to make a 4th game. And they made a 4th game for the PS3 in like 2012, 2013, somewhere in there, and made a 4th game. And then after that, there has not been one since, even though the 4th game left an open like cliffhanger for a 5th game to be made. I still, to this day, hope and pray that they make another game for us to enjoy, because I love this franchise, and these 4 games are just some of the best. I absolutely adore them. Some of the best action platformers, etc., etc. But, yeah, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Let's press the start button for a new game. The first game is fairly short because, again, it's like an early 2000s PS2 action platformer. Those games aren't known for being super long. I plan on 100%ing all of the games again, just like I did in my playthrough 3 years ago. I honestly expect to finish this game in today's stream in about 4 to 5 hours. We'll see how it goes. Excuse me, I pressed start. Oh, that's right, because I can't hit the options button on my PS5 controller. I have to, like, hit the touchpad because the PS3 thing is a little weird.
Sly! Come in! Sly! Do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
I love that during those little cutscenes, you can use the left and right stick to move around the faces of the characters that are talking. It's just such a neat little thing that you can do in the first game. It's very fun. I gotta get used to things again. As I said, I'm playing this on like the PS Plus like streaming PS3 game thing and whatnot from my PlayStation 5. I'm trying to see if there's like any major input lag. I have very good internet, so I doubt it, but it seems very responsive, so we'll see how it goes, basically. We'll see how things play out. let's get going.
Hey, Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
I got it. Let's go. I also love this little intro where it does the opening credits, like featuring Mary, Bentley, the Fiendish Five, etc. Big fan. I just love these games, man. I love the Sly Cooper series.
Be extra careful here, Sly. Break one of those laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention...
Sorry to cut you off, Bentley. I didn't know that'd cut you off.
Nice job. You're in. Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door.
I found the red door. Let's go. Yeah, I absolutely adore these games. I love them a lot. 2 and 3 are my favorites. I'm not really sure which one I like more than the other. Some people prefer 2, some people prefer 3. It varies from person to person. As I mentioned earlier, there are some people who aren't a fan of the 4th game. I like the 4th game. I don't think it's as good as the 2nd and 3rd game are, but I do think it's still a good and enjoyable game, and I was just glad to get more Sly Cooper content. I've seen plenty of instances of games getting, like, reboots or new sequels and stuff, and they go poorly, to where Sly 4, to me, is like, it's good. It's not as great as 2 and 3, but it's good, I enjoyed it, and it could have been a lot worse. So, I look forward to going through them all again.
Go, Sly. This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
I am curious, when I started to stream today, some people in chat, and those of you watching on YouTube, please answer as well in the comments, but who like has played the Sly Cooper franchise that's watching, or has, like, you know, maybe you grew up with it or not, or maybe you just never heard of it, because I mean it is 2022. So I know someone in chat earlier said they were born in like 2003, so they would have been too young for when these games came out. But who's like played and experienced this before, and is there anyone who like hasn't seen it or anything?
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
Let's go. Gotta put down the calling card. Did it before the Phantom Thieves did. That's how cool Sly is. He also does it backwards compared to them. I've never seen this series. I'm excited to watch you play through it. Yo, Seekers, that's awesome, dude. I hope you enjoy.
Criminal!
This franchise is amazing. Just 4 really good games. This voice acting is very early 2000s.
Foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Oh, time to go. See you later, Carmelita. It's been real. Please don't shock pistol me, babe. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. What is this fire escape with these long wooden logs or planks instead of like actual stairs? Who designed that? Off of an Interpol building? Interpol doesn't have like better safety measures? Are you kidding me? Oh dear, I almost jumped into that. I'm out.
You can't escape me, raccoon!
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
Early 2000s, no subtitles. You gotta give them a pass on that one because, you know, it's early 2000s PS2 platformer. Honestly, the amount of, like, subtitles they have in the game for, like, through the levels and all is impressive considering. It's only those animated cutscenes, of which there aren't a lot of them, where there are no subtitles and you kind of just have to use your ears. But, yeah, Sly Cooper, great stuff. I am catching up on chat. Quite a few people have played the game, either grew up on it or ended up playing it later. Discovered the series when you played, just started playing them, currently in the middle of the second one. Ah, great, awesome. Always good to see people get into this. But yeah, Sly Cooper. The first game, like I said earlier, is pretty short. We're not even 20 minutes into stream yet. I fully expect to finish this playthrough today if we end up going for 4 to 5 hours. So not if I keep stopping to talk like this though. So let's start getting into the actual levels, and then I can do a lot more talking with chat, because this, again, early 2000s action platformer, there's a lot of just like running through the levels and finding stuff and completing them. Perfect opportunity to talk with chat as we go.
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things. I've already plotted a route to our first target.
Time for another cutscene, boys. Let's get it.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
The Welsh Triangle, oh no. Sly Cooper in Tide of Terror. I love these little intro screens. You can tell that a lot of, like, love went into this game, honestly. The developers really wanted to make something special here, and they did. And they were able to take this and buoy it into 2 other games that also had just a lot of love and care put into them. And again, your mileage may vary if you're familiar with the series. Some people think they didn't do that as much with the 4th game. I think that Sunzaru did pretty well with the 4th game to try and keep that going. Hey, keep out. Do you think that we should, like, stay out? Oh, well, now there's not a sign telling me to keep out, so we must be free to go.
Hey, Sly, I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
I love how Sly and Bentley are like, yeah, your climb move, the ability to climb upstairs, something that requires a special move.
Now this is very interesting. The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the van. meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
We gotta crack these codes. Are you gonna 100% the game? Yes, absolutely. We might not do the time trials. I think that you get 100% of the game completed even without doing the time trials. All you need to do 100 to 100% is get all of the clues, safes, and complete like the main game, which you have to complete the main game to be able to get all the clues and safes anyway. So we might not do the time trials just because I've already done them on the channel before, and it's just like, hey, do a little bit of a speed run on each level that is actual platforming, not like a mini game thing. But we might do them, we'll see.
Hold on, Sly. See those searchlights? One careless step, and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
By the way, for anyone watching this who has not seen the games before, that was stupid of me. Doesn't matter, but it's fun. But, it really cannot be stressed enough. The second and third games are where the franchise really takes off. This was the first Sly Cooper game. They were trying something new, trying to like get a brand going, basically. And the game is fun, don't get me wrong. I love Sly Cooper 1. It's enjoyable. Hold up,
According to
cutscene.
my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
It's on like Donkey Kong. But anyways, the first game is good, etc., but if you're watching it and you're like, oh, it seems good, but how is it such a cult classic? The second and third games are like, that's when Sucker Punch really took off. They took this initial game that was really good and solid and fun, and then they just made it into something incredibly special with the second and third games. Whoop.
Nice job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
Let's go. What games has Sucker Punch made besides Sly Cooper? I think the other one they're most known for is Infamous, right, chat? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I've played any Sucker Punch games other than Sly Cooper, because I haven't played Infamous. Wait a minute, isn't Sucker Punch the one who did Ghost of Tsushima? Wasn't it Sucker Punch that did Ghost of Tsushima? Because it had a Sly Cooper reference in it. I think that was also Sucker Punch, wasn't it? So Ghost of Tsushima, which is, you know, one of the best games released in the past like 5 years. Oh dear, that was a little bit of PS3 streaming lag right there. You probably noticed I've been gathering up all of these bottles. I don't think I've missed a single one yet, which is great.
If you can locate all the clues in this area, I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it.
But in every actual, like, platforming level, not like little minigame level, they have bottles in this game to crack the safe code, and then you get cool power-ups.
Now find out vault, and I'll give you the instructions.
I gotcha.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. The clues have led me to believe that the code for this vault is 792.
792, let's go. The power-ups you get from the vault aren't usually, like, amazing, but they're just fun little extra things. Also, it gives some neat little, like, Cooper lore.
Sly, you found a page from the Thievius Raccoonus. This page teaches old Drake Cooper's fast attack dive move. Press the triangle button to use it.
Yeah, Sucker Punch made Ghost of Tsushima, and they made the Infamous series, which I think there are 2 or 3 Infamous games, and then they made the first 3 Sly Cooper games. Sanzaru Games was the company that made the 4th Sly Cooper game. That's 1 treasure key down. Also in Sly Cooper 1, you'll see that we have to get to 7 treasure keys in every area, except for the last area. Prowling the grounds.